Life Hacks Beyond Convention with Dee and Sonia.
Yeah, that's our challenge up here. We would so love to do something with the jail. Um, yeah, so I'm always looking for ideas, but
Oh, well, look, a cinema. The thing is, it does cost a fair bit to set up because you've got to get all your
yeah,
chairs.
the amount of work that needs to be done at the jail is massive. So
I was going to say a jail and that would be great for like special events in, say, cinemas or movies and that.
Yeah.
Because you could theme it into haunted or medieval, but How to Train Your Dragon that's out. Those kind of like be a very cool theme.
It would, wouldn't it?
One.
Yeah.
yes, yeah, we've done a medieval fair up there before when it was being leased, and yeah, a number of things, but it's been shut for nearly 3 years.
Yeah, that's a long time, isn't it?
Mm, yes,
Yeah.
it is. So
Yeah. Yeah.
keep coming up with ideas and proposing it to the department.
Yeah.
What's making a real big comeback at the moment is fairy balls.
Fairy balls.
Like
balls, as in dances.
Yeah, like and it's full fantasy science fiction balls, and like they hire actors and everything to come in, and they even get singers in for them and they all go in full dress. Like people spend a year. One of my friends has already started designing their dress for next year, and it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
So
did you hear that clearly?
That
yes.
kind of thing could be very cool for somewhere like that.
Oh, wouldn't it? A fairy and fantasy
and
ball.
because you can't get them unless you're in the big cities. Like even here, you've got to go to Melbourne. We don't have anything. I imagine South Australia wouldn't have anything close to any small towns either. You have to go to Adelaide.
Yeah. So
well,
basically,
that's where Blythe have capitalised on the cinema, isn't it? Because there's no other option with as many choices for what you can see. Now, you can go to the Keith Michelle Theatre, but that's got quite limited show times.
Yes, yeah.
And so they've capitalised on all of the areas nearby, and they get people that travel from all sorts of places to go to the Blythe Cinema.
Well, they've got a good...
Yeah, if Gladstone could do something at the jail and because there's a lot of people looking for things to do.
Yes, yes. We had such a huge turnout when we managed to get it open for a whole 6 hours. And that's sort of in our proposal saying we know that there's interest.
Yeah, because how many people actually attended? That was thousands, wasn't it?
1,300, yeah.
Yeah,
but there would have been more, except we had to keep adding to our insurance, and it was a free event. So we just wanted to get feedback. And initially, we were only expecting 200. We were only going to advertise it in the town, and we thought, a couple of hundred people will turn up. That'll be fine. We're covered for that insurance. And then the council approached us and said, we'd like to put this out further, make it bigger. And we went, because we were just going to put the CFS in there and the local, just have a day for the volunteers around town. And then we got stalls in and food and music and, So I think
we council, I keep forgetting.
We're northern areas, so Jamestown.
Yeah.
So, they had a good team there. They've lost a few people since. So we've got a new CEO coming in at the end of the month. So we'll see what happens there. We'll get some support from him. But, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
I thought of things like
fairy
balls.
Yeah, any fantasy.
Well, a lot of it goes with fairy because they're the easiest ones to essentially cosplay. But it goes into the Ren Fair scene as well. Like it's just all the fantasy stuff. People go as their favourite book characters.
Well, because I noticed this is how far this fantasy thing goes. It keeps popping up on my crochet feeds. All of these.
Well, I keep getting crochet stuff on my feed. Hello. I'm just
so
going to write that down.
Got us. You're having a conversation about crochet. Not realising that really Dee's not into crochet.
No. Oh dear.
But one of the girls that sporadically comes onto my feed, she goes to, they have these, what do you call those cons? Like there's
AvCon. Yeah, AvCon,
And
Comic
some sort of
Con.
fantasy con. I
It,
forget.
there's all kinds of cons. There's Comic Con. There's
Yeah, so
there's Games Con. There's
so Comic Con was one of them. Comic Con.
it depends on the specific event. Each com is its own name.
Yeah.
So is it
AvCon, Comic Con.
Con? Something con?
Yeah.
Yeah, convention, short for convention.
Oh, is that okay? That
AV is audio visual, I think. Comic is comic.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
I just can't remember, but it was some sort of because I'm not into the fantasy genre. I really don't know what's that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is that she went to one of the fantasy cons, and there was just like all these people in cosplay, and then, but she made these crochet creations that sort of represented some of the different characters. Mind you, they've got to be a bit careful with that so that they don't breach copyrights and things like that. But anyway.
They call murder mystery night type things as well.
Yeah, the murder mysteries.
Castle, like the themed ones, they're always booked out.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah,
the murder mysteries are.
The murder mysteries with an old jail really well.
Yeah, I think we need someone who's like an event organizer to hire it, because I thought about things like the axe throwing mob and the smash rooms and escape rooms. They've all been proposed, and the jail is big enough to run one of those down one section, one down another and another, and still have a big event on the other side of the buildings undercover.
I wonder how the escape room at Blythe is doing. It'd be interesting to
see. Is there one at Blythe?
There is.
Okay.
What about a ninja gym?
What's a ninja gym?
We've got one here, like the Australian Ninja Warriors and that?
No.
A TV show. It's from years ago. The Australian Ninja Warrior, they have and they've got to go over the huge obstacles, and they've got the wall run that they've got to go up.
Oh, that makes
an athletic
sense.
thing. We've got one here now, actually. They're becoming quite popular. You set up essentially a ninja run gym so people can go and practice and train on them. And it's just something this one here has subscriptions. So you subscribe for a certain number of classes that you go into.
Okay. Yeah. I know stuff we don't know, us silver-haired golden oldies.
But the jail would be a cool place to do that kind of thing.
It would be a cool place, wouldn't it?
You'd be able to throw in a little bit of like rock climbing walls and that as well.
Yep.
It's heritage listed, so that probably, unless it was an installed wall, that wouldn't work.
Well, you'd have to do an installed wall.
Yeah. But that's so. But that's
it could be an installed facade wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
If you look up, Ballarat has one.
Yeah.
It's pretty small.
Okay, so the actual area that it covers.
I haven't been in there, but it's not huge.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
No.
What
Ninja gym?
Ninja gym. Ninja gym.
Ninja gym. Oh dear. Thank you. That's just we certainly need young
paint and sip. Paint and
sip.
Yes. Actually, that is
that's huge.
Yeah.
And, actually, someone's been doing it with paint your pets. So you take in your photo of your pet, and they'll show you how to paint your pet.
He's laughing.
My brain had me sitting my dogs on the table and painting the dogs.
The more they drink, the more colourful the pictures get.
Yeah, well, exactly. Which means that you have to have a licensed premise for that, don't you?
Yeah. Well, you can get short-term licenses and stuff. So, we need young people. Yeah.
Well, that's it.
We need young people to get involved, yes, because they're the ones that'll probably have the income to go and do something like that, and the desire.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
Well,
because the paint and sips, they're not cheap, are they? Because you've got to pay for the alcohol that you consume and the actual, the canvas, the
facilities. There's one of those at Jamestown. So,
So it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to know what sort of numbers they get too. That
But-
give you an
yeah.
idea of whether there's actually any sort of call for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Brain ticking over. We really do need somebody that's properly entrepreneurial and got a bit behind them so they can coordinate people like this.
Although
So
I don't know if there'd be much of a market in Laura, but even things like having a room available for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
Like, because
actually,
at the moment, like, because I know the people in Clare and Blythe, they're travelling up to Adelaide.
they do. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Because the jail's at Gladstone,
Yeah,
which is a little, not much closer, but
yeah, but like
closer,
you get
yeah.
a Dungeon Master. Which,
Yeah,
I mean,
we
we
know
know one that's
we
probably
know a
available.
Dungeon Master.
They
Yeah.
love to it. You get a Dungeon Master
I
to
don't.
facilitate them. People would possibly go and try it.
Well, that's true, actually. Yeah, and we do have connections with a Dungeon Master.
Okay, a dungeon master. Yeah, I hadn't. That's all those areas I hadn't thought about. So
Well, they're definitely
They just match the theme.
niche, aren't they?
they are,
Niche
but often
interests.
they cross over too. So that
They
if
do, and it's often
Yeah.
those niche interests that find it hard to find facilities.
Well, and if you go to like the Dungeons and Dragons, it can just also be used for general areas for board games.
But that's true.
But
Yeah,
like, there's games that are just are too expensive to get into for a lot of people. Like one of
Yeah.
the ones we play, the base game is $250, and then
Yeah.
you've got to add in all of the expansions and sequels. Like all up, it's about $1,200 to play it. Which
and
we
that's
don't-
just for a board game,
that's
isn't it?
just for the board game, and then you've got to have space to play it because it's huge. So
Okay.
being somewhere that could facilitate and possibly have those games somewhere, where people can go and play it for $10 for 2 hours or whatever.
Yep.
You can double up on what the area is being used for.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and they're definitely quite niche, those. You know, not
Yes.
just everybody.
They are, but the people that play
why
them,
not everybody's interested is because not everyone can afford it.
but also some people, that's what they save to attend the cons.
Absolutely.
You know, that's their thing each year, like was being said about the fairy balls, like it's a 12-month, and probably for the medieval as well. I reckon we could run another medieval here. Thanks for the brainstorm. That's brilliant.
Exactly. I've just never heard of anything like fairy balls.
They're big in, they're only just coming to Australia. They're huge in England and Europe.
Oh, so they're
Absolutely huge. Like, because they've got all the old castles, they'll hire out the full castles and have the giant ballrooms and
makes sense, doesn't it?
incredible. They just had,
Yes.
you'd be able to look it up though if you were interested. They just had a whole week of them in Sydney.
Oh,
So they have
okay.
the ball, there's a garden party, and then they had a different event each day for a week.
Yep.
It was 2 weeks ago, I think.
Right.
2 or 3 weeks ago. You'd be able to find it and see what they did.
Well, and the beauty of somewhere like the Gladstone Jail is it's got that real, it's not obviously medieval feel because it's not medieval times, but that real history feel to it. Because we don't, because Australia is such a new country in comparison to Europe that, but the Gladstone Jail is one of those actual legitimate buildings that have historical significance and, you know,
I've actually posted. Yes, and because of the tall walls, we've got a huge area where we had a friend called Samantha doing ridden archery. So she rode a pony, ridden on a horseback.
Oh, on horseback,
She was brilliant, and I actually put a short video of her up on my channel at one stage. So, and that was at that medieval fair. So there's enough room to run a small horse through and set up archery and and there were still rafts and